And what we're going to do next time is take this very animation and we're going to animate it so the doors actually slide in and out. Then we're going to add some action scripting so when you roll over and click, the door opens and the door shuts. You get the idea? Okay, so this is how you build things up. This is called linear programming, which is very nice. You do one thing and you do another and you do another and you do another, and it just gets better and better. So we're coming to the end of the lesson here, I think. I'd like to put some text on here, though. And so how would I put some text on here? Is that hard to do?
Text icon.
Yeah, let's go ahead and create a whole icon on the top. I'll click on the top layer here, and I'll just hit a new folder, create another layer. And I want to put a text here, and I probably just want to put it where? When it opens up, right? So I'm going to click on that layer where it opens. What key I'm going to hit?
F6.
F6. And I can put some text here. I'm going to go ahead and put another layer here, so I kind of another F6 here, so it doesn't go all over the place. And what do I want to type? Elephant or something like that?
Okay.
So just put this right here. And we can do it in yellow. If I want to do it in yellow, I can come and change this to yellow, I believe. And we'll type E. Well, I didn't do it in yellow. Let's do the fill in yellow. Sorry about that. Let's put the fill in yellow. There we go. And I'll type EFANT. EFANT, right? And then I want to do orange, and I've really got everything confused here, right? Because orange should be yellow, right? But I'll do it in red. So let's go over here to the and you use these things, and this is the tough thing about Flash you got to get used to is you don't see everything, right? There's not enough real estate. Now you can pull these out into separate panels, so you could pull this timeline out into a separate panel and work with it. And if you have double monitors, that's what you're going to be doing, okay? And then you can work with, but sometimes your panels get confused. I'll stick it back in. I'm used to working with Flash so much it doesn't really make much of a difference to me, so I stuck that back in the panel. And I want to create a keyframe where on my orange, right? So I want to put another text box that's already been done. Here's my orange right here, and here's where my door is closed. We're on frame 60. So let's go ahead and put a, let's do have text there. Let's go ahead and put an F6 there. And then what should I type in? Orange or something like that? And I want to do it in red, so let's change my palette to red. And I'll put orange. OJ, right? Good. So I've just created some text. Isn't that pretty cool? And so I'm moving along here in Flash. I'm going to come up here so you can see everything. Let's go ahead and hit Control-E for enter. To run, Control-Enter. And if everything works correctly, I should save that as well. Okay, let's hit Control-E. Control-Enter. And that's publishing what's called an SWF. An SWF is a Flash animation, a Flash movie. Okay. Now, one of the coolest things that Flash did with the new version is created another file format that you can save. So what I want to do is go take a look at the saved versions and see what we're actually seeing in the saved stuff. All right. I know we're doing a lot of stuff here tonight, but you can watch this video over and over again. So let's go ahead and stop this real quick. It's doing what we're expected to do, right? Getting a little cooler, feeling a little bit better about this. Not completely, but a little bit better. And what I want to do here is take a look at the file outputs. Now, I always forget where I save stuff, so I just go to File, Save As. And I kind of, I've been saving it on the desktop. What a dummy. I mean, that's really dummy. So let's go over to the desktop and take a look and see what we have here. And what we have here is what's called an FLA. That's a Flash file. You see that? And I believe I would call this Elephant, EFANT, I believe. And so there it is. And the problem with the Elephant is the FLA file is I can't do anything with it. In order to edit an image or something inside that file, I have to actually open it up in Flash. So it'd be neat if I actually, and didn't have to get all the images and resources out. I have to somehow export them from Flash, and that's such a pain in the butt. Wouldn't it be great if all those images and resources were stuck into a folder for me? And there is, because Adobe now has, and a lot of this came about from Adobe's, push toward mobile. And they now have a new format that you can save in. So let's go to File, Save As. And I was saving as an FLA. You see that right there? But you can also save as a XFL. And let me bring this down so you can see that one more time. So once again, let me just emphasize I was saving as an FLA. But you can also save as an XFL. Super cool. And when I save that, something's going to appear on the screen that's going to make me very happy. I'm going to come down here, and there's now it's a folder. Look at that. And in that folder, I can actually look and have direct access to my images. Isn't that super cool? Now, there weren't a lot of images in here, but there was everything that I did I have access to now. I can make modifications and go back and forth between Flash and this open folder. This is called an uncompressed format. All right. But I think what Adobe has done now with the mobile and what it's doing with opening Flash up the way it is just fantastic. So I just can't say enough good things about them. They've got a lot on their plate. They're very ambitious, and they are, in a sense, fulfilling those ambitions. So that's pretty much a nutshell of everything we had to do in Chapter 1. I don't think I missed a thing. Okay, we went through it all. So what we're actually going to do next time is we're going to start working with animation. I'm going to get off this and let you guys practice a little bit. Okay? And what time is it? Is it time for a break?
Yes.
Okay, my students have returned from break, and they've been working away in Flash, and they've made this really dynamic Flash animation of the walls opening and closing. Beautiful water scene. Nice monkey. I'm feeling good about this, but there's a problem, right? What's the issue? Man, it's just like, oh, this wall is just resizing and not in the right place. What have you guys done? Have you ruined it? Is there no hope? Have I wasted all my time here tonight? No. There's an easy way to take care of all this. And at this particular juncture, since you've kind of moved things around and we'll learn how to move things around better in Flash, but you kind of move things around and violated a few rules, there's an easy fix to all of this. I'm going to show you how to do this. Your property panel is going to be your best friend. Because when you press on the property panel, it's actually going to give you an X and a Y. You see that? Where actually things go and actually size. So we can actually get these walls all sized up in the right place. So let's just look and see what's wrong with the whole animation. As you come here on the animation timeline and you move along here, the first issue is that, well, that wall looks pretty good, but then see it jerked, it moved. So let's get everything the right size, the wall. Let's deal with that first, and then we'll get everything in place. So we're going to go back to your original wall. Let's find that here. We'll just click on it. There it is right there. And you can see if you go to the properties panel, you click on that wall, it's at 0, 0, and it's 450, 338. Now you remember those numbers for me, okay? 0, 0, 450, 338. Let's go to your other wall. Let's go back. Okay, let's click on that wall. And what do we? I don't think we're right there. What's happening here? Yeah, we're in the right place now. And there it is all along there. Let's click on that. And that's not a 0, 0, is it?
No.
Let's just make it 0. Put a 0 there in your property panel and a 0 there. And we got our wall just about sized up. Now, was it what was it for what?
450.
Well, let's change that to 450, right? We got the right size now, so it's 450, 338, right? And now we got our wall looking pretty good, right where it's supposed to be. Look at that. Let's run this animation now and see if we fixed it. Oh, isn't that giving you a good feeling? Look at that. Now the monkey's not quite on, right? You got a little bit of transparency in the back. Aren't you surprised that was so easy to fix? You guys can be taught, all right? So really, that's how it is. I mean, that properties panel is going to be your best friend when it comes in resizing things and figuring out where things need to go.
It's like if you were using Dreamweaver.
Yeah, just like that.
I've used it a lot, Dreamweaver.
So I'm going to come along here. I'm going to fix your monkey for you. He's not quite in the right place. We're just going to click on that and just move the monkey over a little bit. Oh, wrong. Move the wall. That's bad, right? So let's get the monkey. Clicked on the monkey. Now, why did everything else move? My monkey's supposed to be moving. Let's get rid of this right here by Xing these out so we can actually see what we're looking at. Let's come along here. There's my monkey, right? Let's move that over. So he's not quite the right size, right? So if I want to make him a little bit bigger, he's layered behind the wall. All I need to do, let me move this up a little bit so you can see it, is hit this kind of a resizing tool right here. And I can stretch my monkey out a little bit. See that? And now he's taking the whole wall up for me. Pretty cool. A lot of tools here. During this lesson, we actually didn't talk about all the things the tools can do, but we will be as we move through this. So just remember, what did we do in this lesson? Well, we talked about the stage, right? Talked about the timeline, how to make layers. We discussed the tools, of course, the importance of going to Window and finding anything that you want. Typically, many things are there, right? So if something's missing, go to Windows. We talked about, of course, choosing different types of views and the history panel, and we also talked about effects and code snippets and working with the property panel and also working with the what? The library panel as well. So we covered the interface of Flash tonight. Just one more thing. If you ever decide you want to update your Adobe, you can always go to Help and go to Updates. And if Flash has put an update out there, it'll take you right to the site and you can update. So what do you think, guys? Did we learn a lot today?
Yep.
Yeah, sure. You ready to come back next time? Yeah, we're gonna rock and roll. We're gonna pack this whole class up. So don't miss because we got a long ways to go.
Matt just said he's learned enough.
Have you learned a lot? If you're ready to go home now, Matt. See you guys next time. This is Mike Lively, and let's get ready. Let's get ready to rock and roll with Flash.